Although news of catastrophes has brought about nothing but loss to many, national unity in a society that has endured bitter division over political differences was evidential through last year's devastating floods in Thailand. Volunteers from all walks of life are present, young and old, helping out whatever they can to help flood victims wade through the hardships. In this regard, Krungthep Thurukit Media President Dwangkamon Chotatna hosted the gathering to tighten the networking of volunteers.
Now, in the crisis, Thailand needs to help each other. And in the past, we will see a lot of volunteers working on their own. And we think that in order to support philanthropy, we need to help all the volunteers to grow, because they need to get help from the private sector, from the society. In order to pass the crisis, you cannot work on your own. You have to help each other in order to pass it.
The gathering also aims for volunteers from different groups to share their experience and lessons learned, where the main focus was on how to improve the efficiency in cooperation. Take the Ban Nam Kem model as an example. When tsunami struck Thailand 8 years ago, volunteer leaders found that in order to distribute help evenly and widely, they need to seek for a leader or someone the villagers trust. Not only the villagers, but the networking will have to be big enough for the public to know where help was needed as well. During the time of crisis, there is no denying that volunteer groups plays the biggest role in offering help. But they can also do more than that. They play the biggest role in bridging the gap between society and community on various issues and knowledge that the communities needs to know. While we are familiar with volunteers in the form of easing people's hardships, there are those who teamed up to give knowledge to youngsters, like the Rak Khao Chamao model. The group works with youths through a method based on an assumption of what they ought to know, what they should know, and what they want to know, in the hope that the future generations are aware of things and connect with their own communities. The objective is to create a group of youngsters with conscience for public welfare.
In the meantime, we also working with the community and we apply the same method in sharing knowledge with local people by basing our assumption on what they need to know. We help train them to become an expert in certain matter in order to pass on their knowledge. At the same time, the world is changing as well as society. Farmers now need to know what's happening and what impacts they will get from the government's policies or how the FTA or ASEAN is going to affect them. Someone needs to combine these knowledge and information for the villagers.
While some people may have doubt about social unity in Thailand, the positive aspects of people usually shows during a crisis. It is hoped that although the country had to weather the political storms as they can't settle the differences with each other, Thais will stick together to fight a new opponent, the natural disasters. And that may be just what the definition of volunteer empowerment is all about. Jurawi Gidesin, reporting for ASEAN TV.